Like the attention, girl, I know you. But you're everything I want in life. We're fighting danger like kung fu. The love I feel is deep inside. The others don't matter. It's honestly us against the world. We're the perfect team. You're my dream, but I just want it. Can't get to myself. Can't get to myself. Can't get to myself. To myself. Can't get to myself. Can't get to myself. Can't get to myself. It's my to myself. Can't get to myself. Can't get to myself. To myself. Can't get to myself. Can't get to myself. Can't get to myself. Oh baby, if you ever need a helper, you should know that I'll be there day and night. Nobody else can love you better. I'm here just to treat you right. You're the reason I'm alive. You're the only pain I can endure. And when you're not here, you're my dream, but I just want it. Yeah, I just wanna. I just want it. Can't get to myself. Can't get to myself. Can't get to myself. To myself. Can't get to myself. Can't get to myself. Can't get to myself. It's my to myself. Can't get to myself. Can't get to myself. To myself. Can't get to myself. Can't get to myself. Can't get to myself. But I just want it.
Inside, I knew from the start, you my bunny, I'm your Clark. From now to eternity, I give you all my heart. We are meant to be, it's clear to see. My love is bigger than I thought. I got everything I want when I hold you with my arms. Others don't matter, my love and my pleasure, the key to my treasure. Whatever's the weather, day up and out with you till I die. How many times for you I'ma try? Want you to notice the one and I know this. Perfect soulmate, I wanna show it my best friend. She saved my life, my happy end in hard times.
Oh baby, hug it to myself, hug it to myself, hug it to myself. I just want it. Can't get to myself, can't get to myself, can't get to myself, to myself, can't get to myself, can't get to myself, can't get to myself. I just want it. Can't get to myself, can't get to myself, can't get to myself, to myself, can't get to myself. Oh baby.
Too young, and I didn't understand that you are the one, and I can't wait to see you can't wait. red till you discover it is within each other to forgive and make amends. If I had known then what I know now, I wouldn't have said what I said. I took the long road, thought I'd be better on my own. Sometimes what's right is wrong instead. 'Cause I was too young, and I didn't understand that you were the one. And I can't wait to see you again. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait. 'Cause I was too young, and I didn't understand that you were the one. And I can't wait to see you
I fell and lost to the war, shot me dead. I was lost and I said to the voices in my head, I'm gonna get up again. I'm gonna get up to another day. I'm not giving up again. I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna get up again. I'm gonna get up to another day. I'm not giving up again. I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna get up Look into my eyes. My heart beats like a drum. You listen to my lies. Love is far to come. Your love is far. Running at the speed of light, kissing under city lights. Calls me in this morning time, but it just goes on. Running at the speed of light, kissing under city lights. Calls me in this morning time, but it just goes on. Gotta get up again. I'm gonna get up to another day. I'm not giving up again. I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna get gonna get up
cracking.
New, and I can have the support to put these ideas I have for throwing my head into practice.
The sky is making.
Practice.
The sky is making.
Premier League on Sky Sports by Nissan Juke.
Where you can enjoy. A step close to the top four finish and that's Champions League football next season. Casper Schmeichel ready to lead Leicester out, and he was missing for those 6 games earlier this season. Alan, 4 clean sheets in their last 7. How important is it they keep hold of him come the summer?
Massive player for them. I think he's more than a great goalie. He has a great character. He's a nice, when you're in interview, he has a great level about him. And of course, top clubs this year all looking fairly weak in goalkeeping areas, including Man City. So a bit of a stage for him today to show his quality.
City were too hot to handle for Palace a week ago. How did Leicester handle them today?
Well, Bernalawan, Boots, Chilwell, Simpson are going to have one of the best games they've played in a long time.
because the City guys were absolutely awesome against Palace. Tore them the shred, and that's the area of the pitch I'll be concentrating on most.
Penultimate home game of the season for City. Let's join our commentators at the Etihad, Andy Hinchcliffe and Kurt Forecourt.
It's the Premier League weekend, which has already begun with Leicester passing their crown onto Chelsea. Today it's a first for Pep Guardiola. Back-to-back Premier League matches with the same starting 11. Willie Caballero, an automatic choice with Bravo injured. And central defenders Vincent Kompany and Nicolas Otamendi both scored in the 5-0 rout of Crystal Palace, from which the City manager has left the side undisturbed. Kevin De Bruyne and David Silva are the only two players starting who also began the defeat of the King Power. There was something of a watershed moment for City. Now that Gabriel Jesus is fit again and firing on all cylinders, it's a good enough reason to leave the strike force as it was for the win over Palace. Leicester have made two changes for Kasper Schmeichel's return to his former club. Last week, a former Leicester player moved from the left to the centre of defence with disastrous consequences for Palace. Today, Leicester do likewise with Christian Fuchs slotting in for the injured Robert Huth and Ben Chilwell coming in on the left side. Danny Drinkwater's absence with a thigh injury makes way for Andy King's return to the first team alongside Wilfred Ndidi. Jamie Vardy's season showed its first sign of flickering to life when he got the only hat-trick of his senior career against City in the 4-2 home win. Sergio Aguero's return to fitness isn't enough to earn him an automatic return to the first team. Polish duo Marcin Vasilevski and Bartosz Kapuška are both among the 18 on duty for Leicester. It was 5 years ago today that Sergio Aguero got that goal that earned Manchester City their first Premier League title against Queen's Park Rangers. Today, he's on the sidelines. There's a new kid on the block as we say farewell to Sky One viewers ahead of the match live on Sky Sports. Manchester City against Leicester next. Manchester City against Leicester. Do you think this man could have a key impact today, Andy?
Oh, he certainly could, with 15 Premier League assists this season. De Bruyne has actually equalled the record set by David Silva, and with the Belgian taking on far more creative responsibility, one of Leicester's biggest challenges is restricting his attacking influence. Well, it's back-to-back wins for Leicester, back-to-back clean sheets for Kasper Schmeichel, who's back at his former club. He'll need to be his very best is sitting at the attacking heights we saw against Palace.
21, David Silva.
The absence of Robert Huth not only deprived Leicester of a defensive influence, but also the man who got two of their goals and their success here last season, which really I think was the win that convinced everyone Leicester could go on and be champions. It's a crown they're passing on now to the team that preceded them, Chelsea. So they come here as fallen champions, but bearing in mind where they were in the table when Craig Shakespeare took over, an 8th place finish, which is a possibility now, will actually represent quite an improvement from Leicester from where they were. Between them, these teams have been champions 3 times in the last 5 years. Danny Simpson feeding it forward, and here's Nicolas Otamendi looking for Yaya Toure, who may be 34 today, but the cake can wait till the end of the game. Here's Mahrez. Chilwell has got forward, as he is liable to do. Left a little behind Mark Albrighton. There was always the possibility today, Andy, that Leicester could have gone with 3 at the back. They've only done it once, and it didn't work out for them against Chelsea at home. But the way things have started, it does look as though they have settled into a back four.
Yeah, it's been a positive start. I'm sure Craig Shakespeare would have watched the Palace game. Sam Allardyce starting with 5 at the back was Well, they conceded after a minute and a half, so they had to change their plan. So I'm sure Craig thought about it, but 4-4-1-1 really is the Leicester way. Danny Simpson really pointed the way forward before the game. They've got to be aggressive, be on the front foot. You sit back and admire City, they'll tear you apart.
The 4-2 Leicester win that they managed over Manchester City back in December was one of the rare high spots of the Claudio Ranieri reign this season. Everyone at the time thought that they'd possibly turn the corner, but when it was evident that they hadn't by the February defeat against Swansea, that's when the change was made. Since then, Leicester have picked up 1 point more in 10 matches under Craig Shakespeare than they've managed in 25 under Ranieri.
This seems to be the attitude of the Leicester players. This is what's changed. The personnel, they're pretty much the same under Ranieri. The formation stayed the same. It's just that the application, the appetite of these Leicester players has completely changed since Ranieri left, which is, of course, not positive.
Here's David Silva just leaving it behind. Of course, Manchester City have had a real season of underachievement in which they will finish empty-handed in terms of trophies. The Champions League placing all that they've left to go for now, but that is crucial to them. Leroy Sané, which the man who's trying to fill the vacancy left by Fuchs' injury.
There's really good defensive cover from Fuchs, stepping in, of course, from left back to play on the left-hand side of that central defensive partnership. But with Sané and Sterling down the flanks for City, it could be a long afternoon for Simpson and Chilwell.
Mendy, who scored his first goal of the season last week against Crystal Palace, is in there looking to get on the end of this. He went beyond it to Fernandinho, whose header was wide.
Well, if he keeps this on target, it's 1-0 City. Just seems to be slightly ahead of the ball, but defensively, from the Leicester perspective, far too easy. Fernandinho gets away from Danny Simpson. He's goal side of him initially, but lets Fernandinho get beyond him. It's just really a clumsy header. You see he's away from Simpson. Keeps this on target, it's 1-0.
Make that early breakthrough against Crystal Palace here with David Silva's 50th goal for Manchester City. And early goals were the order of the day when the sides met earlier in the season. City finding themselves 2 down in the first 5 minutes there. And we could have had an early breakthrough there with that opening for Fernandinho. Here's Otamendi. Now Clichy. Given away to Danny Simpson. And this is Okazaki trying to set Vardy away, and he has got away from Otamendi, but couldn't generate any power behind the shot.
His movement is extra, the angle is against him. Completely mistimed his shot as well, but this is what we'd be looking to do, get in between Company and Otamendi. The City fullbacks invariably push on. So at times Vardy with his pace, he will get beyond the 2 centre-halves.
Here's Company. Now Sterling. To Fernandinho. Kevin De Bruyne helping it back to Raheem Sterling, King in pursuit. Manchester City haven't beaten Leicester in the last 3 meetings. They've lost each of the last 2. But they will be very wary of the kind of form that Arsenal are showing just behind them in a bid to steal one of the Champions League places. Fernandinho, directly picking out Sané. Here's Clichy. De Bruyne had made the run into the box. Old Brighton had to try and help out defensively there against Gabriel Jesus.
Sorry, Paul, for the 2 Leicester centre-halves, Benalouan and Fuchs, to be aware of the movement around them. Get caught ball watching against City, you're in big trouble. Benalouan does really well here. He sees that De Bruyne is looking to get in behind him, just gets that important touch on the ball. Those 2 centre-halves, well, then anybody in that back 4 have to be aware of that midfield movement from De Bruyne and Silva.
Amazing transformation in the season of Johan Benalouan, who earlier in the campaign was playing for the under-23s in a Checkatrade trophy defeat against Walsall, and suddenly in the second half of the campaign has found himself projected into the first team squad. Here's King. Now Benalouan. Towards Riyad Mahrez, and there's Ndidi. Fabinho, whose versatility has again been well employed by Manchester City this season. Guardiola has suffered 6 league defeats in a campaign for the first time in his career as a head coach. And also drawn matches have seen many vital points spill away in terms of the Conservative title bid. There's Clichy and company, who's been a reassuring presence since his return. There's Raheem Sterling, trying to give Chilwell the slip. Brighton back to help out the young fullback.
So important that Mark Albrighton and Riyad Mahrez track back, help out their fullbacks as well. We'll see this from the wide players from City. Sterling driving infield, encouraged maybe Fernandinho to get forward from right back. Just a clumsy challenge in the end.
De Bruyne has bent one round brilliantly, and it was inches away from Jesus. What a searching ball.
So many of De Bruyne's forward passes are just encouraging people to move on to them. He's not waiting for the player to move, he plays the ball, expecting his teammates to get into the path of the ball. It's a wonderfully bending ball in. And Jesus not that far away.
For Leicester, I think they needed it, and the creativity that De Bruyne can supply. Chilwell there being held off by Fernandinho, but he made good strides there, the Leicester youngster.
Positive play from Chilwell. We're going to see this from Simpson as well. That's so important when those two Leicester fullbacks go forward, that Ndidi and King, the two central midfielders, sit in there to provide some defensive cover, to sit on the counter-attack with Sane and Sterling. So effective.
An area where they will miss the likes of Huth and Morgan, but Fuchs has gone in there hoping to fulfil that kind of role, and Ndidi was the player who had the opportunity in front of goal, but he got underneath it.
City defending with a combination of some zonal marking, some man marking. They simply don't do their jobs well enough. Toure and company, two very good headers of the ball, both underneath this ball. And again with the Fernandinho chance, just that the timing of the header from Ndidi is wrong. Defensively from set pieces, both sides are struggling.
Ndidi, who scored 3 goals for Leicester this season, all of them in home wins, just swatted aside Sterling then to get to that ball. Here's Company, now Jesus. And Chilwell back to Christian Fuchs. Mahrez. Tricked by Wilfred Ndidi. Toure. And Company. To Sterling. Trying to pick out Leroy Sané. Read though by Kasper Schmeichel.
Lack of communication though between Simpson and Mahrez. Simpson just making that point to Mahrez. You've got to talk to me. You're not going to stay with Sané if he makes his move forward. You've got to let me know, because I'll have to pick him up.
Otamendi's header falls for all Brighton. Got a shot away, but straight at Caballero. Company. Now Otamendi. Clichy. There's Yaya Toure. Sterling had made the run, but was just overhit for him.
Just the weight of the forward pass not quite right, but the movement, the idea from Sterling is right. Chilwell. Young fullback is a quality player, but you do in games like this really have to open your body up and be aware of the runs off the ball. That's where you're going to get caught out.
Prospect Chilwell on the inside for Leicester, a player who's making his first appearance since the Champions League exit. Leicester, of course, going further in that competition than their opponents today. Last representatives in it. It's City who are vying to get in that competition again next season. Prospect already beyond Leicester. De Bruyne. There's Fuchs. Fernandinho, Sterling in a race with Chilwell to get there, which he did. Fernandinho, now Silva. Touré. Back from company. There's Otamendi. Touré. Clichy. Challenge from King, which the referee was perfectly happy with. Breaks down off Jamie Vardy. And here's Leroy Sané. De Bruyne. Silva. Away by King. To Simpson. Happy to leave that to his goalkeeper, Willie Caballero, who's one of a number of City players whose contract will be up in the summer. Touré and Clichy among the others, with some big chopping into the challenge.
Touré is nowhere near the ball. He lays it off and gets clattered. That's clearly a foul. He's starting to fly in central midfield. Inside looking to get on the ball and play some decent attacking football. He's dropping deep to gain possession. Get a touch on the ball, and he certainly gets a lump of Jesus as well. He's been out, of course, with that foot injury for, 3 months?
Yes, just back for 3 games prior to this, since that broken foot, so you can understand he was wary as that challenge from King came in. Return to King, broken up by Yaya Touré, and slotted through by Jesus. Got to force the issue early for Sterling.
Well, that's a brilliant piece of anticipation, though, from Kasper Schmeichel. Look how high he is up the field here. He knows exactly what the forward ball, where it's going to be played, where Jesus is looking to play. Reads the run of Sterling, Schmeichel. He's a sweeper keeper, if ever you've seen one.
And with a growing reputation, who, of course, started his City first-team career very young, played 10 matches for them before his sale to Notts County. Rumours of a potential move back to Manchester, maybe on the other side of the city. It's going to have to be retaken. Probably Matley wasn't ready. To De Bruyne's frustration, it will have to be taken again. Silva leading the complaint. Touch. Here's Sané. Simpson. Now Ndidi. Benalouan.
Kasper Schmeichel step out of his penalty area. The first time today, he might have to just sweep in between and then behind his two centre halves who are not the quickest. So at times they're going to be caught stood still, so he's going to have to sweep in behind when those forward balls are played.
Chilwell still wanting more. Be careful how far he takes these complaints. And Vincent Kompany, the captain, is just coming forward to hear the exchange here. Guardiola making his point to Portioni. It has just been a word of warning to Sterling.
As he knocks the ball past Chilwell, that arm comes across to stop Sterling getting in behind him. He's a defender, so he's got every right to do that. That's why Sterling's unhappy. He feels as though he's been blocked off.
Sterling almost worked the through back to De Bruyne. He's going to touch back to Silva. From Jesus here to Clichy. Sané. Clichy. Mahrez, which took the sting out of it. Schmeichel thought he kept it the right side of the line.
Schmeichel clearly not happy. He felt he kept the ball in. A really tough one for the officials to get right. It was a very, very close call.
It's a hard one for Adrian Holmes to give. On the other side. Nice corner. All the way out to De Bruyne. Here's Silva. A little by surprise then. Otamendi's header. Silva pulls it back. Sané! And Chilwell turns it behind for safety first, but City playing so well in tight areas then.
It's a perfect example of the anticipation of David Silva. He expects this header to be won. He's on the move. He's moving forward onto the ball. And that's why he's able to make things happen. Just a scuffed effort really from Sané at the end. Silva so positive when that ball breaks. Great little layoff. Sané, if he's got a right foot, probably scores.
Bruyne's corner. He won the header. That's a clear space for Schmeichel to emerge. Clichy back to defend against Jamie Vardy. Clichy thought he'd won the ball.
Classic Leicester. Break forward, brilliant forward pass from Schmeichel to pick up Vardy. Saw that so many times last season. Clichy's quick, just that bit quicker. An awful lot of contact. Anything on the ball? Nothing on the ball. I think Vardy's looking for this as well. Just wants to get a touch on the ball. Once the defender catches him, he's always going to go to ground.
Well, Vardy winning the kick has got his team in a great position here. All Brighton can get the delivery right. He's got Benalouan and Ndidi to aim for in there. And it's Kompany who meets it first. Simpson got to it late. Here's Jesus. Brighton desperate to get it on the deck, but ends up putting his opponents on the deck.
Albright's defence is that he feels that Jesus has made a back for him. He hasn't, he's just protecting the ball, and Albright can't get to the ball. Now fouling the Brazilian.
It has been taken, and here's Touré back to Vincent Kompany. Now Otamendi. Toure. With Raheem Sterling. De Bruyne. From Chilwell, but De Bruyne picks it up. Here's Fernandinho. Cleared by Christian Fuchs.
The kind of possession stats you'd probably expect from a game like this. City dominating the ball, starting to create 1 or 2 opportunities, but Leicester, even with relatively little of the ball we saw last season, can be so effective with Vardy breaking.
Ownership of the ball means a lot more to Pep Guardiola than his opponent. Here's David Silva. Now Sterling. Fernandinho. Silva seeking out Clichy. Jesus waiting in the middle, but it's behind him, and Sterling gets the deflection in the corner.
Leicester just lost their shape now. It's got dragged infield. That's why Clichy has so much space to break forward from left back. There's not a lot of height in the box really for anyone in a wide position in a City shirt to knock that ball into attack. Everyone's coming around hip height, which makes it difficult to get shots in because there's so many Leicester shirts back there.
It's Ndidi's block that gave Manchester City their latest corner, their 4th of the game already. Sterling takes. Here's Silva. Sterling. Now Toure. Fernandinho with the ball across. Sané trying to rescue it. So far have adopted some promising positions. So far yet to find the killer touch. Here's Toure. Now Fernandinho. Silva. Chilwell does enough. King. Here's Ndidi. Blocked off by Yaya Toure. De Bruyne going for the long-range hit, and Schmeichel left stranded by the deflection. Glad it went wide.
Does this come off kind of the one? Not sure how wide the post is, but Toure does really well. He's the deepest lying in the City midfielders, wins the ball back. And just flips the centre half. Schmeichel will be nowhere near it, it's inside the post.
And this corner he went for it. Corners have looked dangerous so far. There's Fernandinho. Now Jesus. David Silva seeking out Sané. Here's Okazaki. Muscled by Yaya Toure, who wins the free kick. Leicester one of 5 teams to have beaten Manchester City in the Premier League so far this season. New champions Chelsea have already beaten them twice. Clichy. Toure. And Sterling. Now Company. De Bruyne. Torreira picking out Raheem Sterling. Sterling has breezed past Chilwell, and it's Clichy. And the effort in the end from Sané. Clichy seemed to have no confidence at all about striking himself.
It's a really good contest down the city right. Sterling against Chilwell. Danny Simpson does brilliantly here not to turn this ball past his own goalkeeper. It's actually Mahrez who's back doing that job. They're just really outnumbered there defensively. So many Leicester players back defending.
Sané goes deep again with a corner, and too deep for any of his own teammates who are in a position to make something of it.
What they have to do is play high tempo football, get the ball into wide areas, get their wide men isolated against fullbacks, then things start to happen. Great bit of defending from Mahrez. He's put his laces through the ball here, Gael Clichy. Too many passes in the Leicester penalty area.
Well, he's by no means a regular scorer. Clichy's managed two this season, one of them in the Premier League. He's never managed more than one in a Premier League season, so if he had added to the goal that he scored against Burnley, it would have been a first for him. But you could say that about City so far, that when they have got into those areas in the penalty area, they've tried to overdo it a little. I think she was keen to lay off the responsibility.
Dominating the possession, no opportunities. Well, Kasper Schmeichel, a save to make. Opportunity from Fernandinho from the corner, and for Sané as well, where he scuffed it across the goal. Craig Shakespeare pretty happy with the opening half an hour.
Yes, Sané. Still there! Well, it didn't look the cleanest of connections, but it was enough to take it past Schmeichel. But the Leicester players protesting, they don't feel it should count. Well, Fultz demanding an explanation from Bobby Madlin. Kasper Schmeichel furious that that goal has been allowed. Consultations with the linesman. But the Leicester players not getting any joy from him either. The complaint seems to be that Sterling might have been in an offside position and got a touch.
The Leicester players clearly very unhappy that this goal has been given. All City can do in the blink of an eye, they can be straight down the field. And to put the ball in the back of the net. Does Raheem Sterling touch this as Silva knocks it goalwards? It's just whether Sterling gets a touch on the ball. That clearly is what the Leicester players are appealing for. Does he get a touch on it? Very possibly does. And maybe the Leicester players have a point.
Manchester City won, Leicester 0, but who gets the credit? It was the effort from David Silva, but there did seem to be the faintest of touches from Raheem Sterling, and that being the case, he was in an offside position.
And they just see his arm go up maybe in celebration, then possibly realise that if he did celebrate too strongly, he would know he was in an offside position, so maybe City got away with it.
Here's Fernandinho. Now Silva. And it's Fernandinho. And they're looking for a penalty there, but Bobby Madley felt nothing untoward from Christian Fuchs' challenge.
He's got too many strong complaints from Fernandinho. There does seem to be an arm in the back, a nudge in the back. The ball's getting away from him. Fuchs is very slightly fortunate here. Fernandinho actually runs into Fuchs more than anything else. I think it would have been harsh to give that.
Yes, Clichy, De Bruyne, now Otamendi. Mike Stowell and Craig Shakespeare are still disputing the decision to allow the goal. Sterling certainly makes a movement towards the ball, but does he touch it? That's the key. One goal where Sterling will be happy to lay off the credit to David Silva, and here's Sterling himself to Toure. Now De Bruyne. Leroy Sané. Fended off by Danny Simpson. Here's Leroy Sané with the corner. Silva. De Bruyne. Fernandinho. Toure. Here's Otamendi. Now Silva. This is King to Mahrez. Toure, Sterling, Benelouan stepping in there against Gabriel Jesus, who stayed on the ground. Fernandinho's cross, headed back from Sané, Silva's onto it. David Silva just trying to roll it in the gap between Benelouan and Danny Simpson. Silva, Sané. Benelouan dives in, and the referee has no doubt this time, points to the spot. Right, looked a clear penalty, but David Silva at the heart of everything that's good about City. The way he plays the game, the ball is at his feet, but he's got his head up, he's always looking for where to play the ball. Lays it into the path of Sané, and that is a really clumsy challenge from Benelouan. You can see his reactions as well, he knows it's a penalty, he's nowhere near the ball. Referee absolutely right to point to the spot, and City get a second here, they took this penalty away. Leicester in big trouble, but nowhere near the ball, the centre-half. Well, Johan Benelouan booked, and if they've got a case for dispute over the opening goal, they don't really have a grievance over the penalty award. Seems to be a bit of a debate where Yaya Toure was first to step forward for the kick, but it's been handed instead to Gabriel Jesus to try and put Manchester City in a position of comfort before half-time. Jesus up against Kasper Schmeichel. 2-0. Jesus, as cool as you like.
Oh, Schmeichel's dancing around on his goal line. Jesus never took his eyes off the ball, never looked like missing. It did look like Toure wanted to take this penalty on his birthday. Jesus had other ideas. Really composed finish.
Neat shuffle from Jesus. And his ruthless finish from the spot is what counts for Manchester City, and Even the experienced campaigner, 34 today, Yaya Toure, prepared to give way to him, and that turned out to be the right decision. The team conceding 2 goals in the space of 7 minutes. They're anyway back now for Leicester, who've lost just 2 Premier League games since Shakespeare took over, against Everton and against Arsenal. But it's a long road back here now. Toure. Clichy. Yaya Toure. There's Leroy Sané. Tormenting the Leicester defence again. Pull back for Fernandinho, who lays it off to Silva, forces him a little wider than he would have wanted. De Bruyne. Toure, cleared by Fuchs.
We saw this against Crystal Palace. City went 2 up and they didn't take their foot off the gas. They kept pressing forward, looking for more and more goals, and that's the major problem for Leicester, is getting enough of the ball to get a goal back in the game. And the bigger problem is keeping City out.
Without long-term absentee Wes Morgan, this looked a tricky enough task for Leicester, but to lose Robert Huth as well and to be forced into reshuffling his makeshift defence was the last thing that Craig Shakespeare would have wanted coming into this game against a Manchester City team unbeaten in their previous 5. They scored 5 here a week ago. By Jesus, but cleared by Christian Fuchs to Chilwell.
You see the attacking flexibility that City have. Jesus dropping back into midfield to be the creator. Sterling then coming up the right hand side to play as a centre forward. The debate is still raging. This goal should stand. Does Raheem Sterling get a touch on the shot from David Silva? From the official's point of view, they have to be absolutely sure that he has got a touch. He's in an offside position, so they can't guess that he's got a touch. They've got to be absolutely sure that he has. And if he hasn't, that's why the goal is allowed to stand. But it's very, very tough to decide. It's a little bit of a celebration from Sterling. He maybe realises he is in an offside position and quickly puts his hand down.
I suppose even by making a move towards it, as Raheem Sterling did, Kasper Schmeichel might argue that it would affect his positioning. It was certainly Schmeichel who was probably the most vocal initially in leading the protests against that goal, which was the key to the breakthrough. Silva. Yaya Toure. Clichy. Well, Benalouan tries to be clever there. Got away with it. They've already given away a penalty. I think that was the last thing Johan Benalouan needed to do.
There's a time and a place for a centre-half to get the tricks out, and Yaya Toure bearing down on you. That isn't one of them.
Company. De Bruyne. Mahrez. Back to him from Andy King. All Brighton's ball in, and what a finish from Okazaki! and Leicester are right back in it as he powers them into that position.
Now the comeback is on. It's a brilliant finish, but Vincent Kompany here tries to get to a ball that he's never going to reach. He really should be appreciating where Okazaki is. As the cross comes in, Kompany tries to get to the ball, gets underneath it. And that's why Okazaki is in behind him. There's a slip from Otamendi as well. Great ball in from Albrighton, but what a finish from Okazaki. The third goal in the game is so important. Leicester have got it back. Game on again.
That is some way to end first really serious threat that Leicester have provided to Caballero's goal in the game. And we said that Leicester were facing a real uphill struggle, but they've just halved that task here.
I do think Otamendi and Kompany could have done better there. The danger isn't the ball in, it's where it ends up, and that's at the feet of Okazaki. So one of them has to get touch tight with him. They don't, and pay a heavy price. That said, it was a brilliant finish.
Needed encouragement for Craig Shakespeare. The worry for Pep Guardiola is the old failing of not being able to kill opponents off, letting them off the hook. Here's Clichy. Yaya Toure to clear Chilwell and find Raheem Sterling. De Bruyne gets it wrong. Can stay for Pep Guardiola. Can stay for quite a few managers tomorrow on Super Sunday, not least at Selhurst Park in that pivotal relegation battle between Crystal Palace and Hull, which starts us off from 11 o'clock on Sky Sports 1, followed by Liverpool's determination to nail down a Champions League spot as they go to the London Stadium to take on West Ham, and then the final game at White Hart Lane in its current form as Manchester United are the visitors. Sky Sports 1 from 4:15, so make sure you're with us for a big day tomorrow. Here's Sterling. Here's Sané. De Bruyne. Sané pulling it across for Raheem Sterling.
An easy opportunity for Sterling. The ball is well beyond it, dropping over his shoulder at the far post. As well to actually knock this back towards goal. Scoring from there would be optimistic.
Two added minutes in the first half.
Just going back to that Okazaki goal, the first time really in the first half we saw the influence of Mahrez and Albrighton, two Leicester wide players in an attacking sense. If Leicester are to turn this around, those two in particular need to get on the ball more and more.
Fuchs. Chilwell. Reasons for encouragement now for Craig Shakespeare. Ndidi. Penaluan. who's feeling he's not getting enough protection from the referee at the moment. Okazaki again, but met this time by Otamendi. Leicester will be feeling that half-time is coming at an unfortunate moment for them, just as they establish themselves back in the game. Mahrez. Sané. Well, it's a controversial goal that's given Manchester City their half-time lead. Linesman Adrian Holmes deciding that if Raheem Sterling was in an offside position, he wasn't interfering. As David Silva's effort went past Kasper Schmeichel, possibly via Sterling.
There's a distance between us. It's getting hard to reach out. Haven't seen you in seasons, but all I hear is your voice. I know my limits, you can break me down, but I'll stay till the finish line.
With the goal, and what we should say to Bill.
I've been counting minutes for quite some time now, just to see you again. And I've been counting days to get away, to see you again, see you again. Been fighting ways to get away, to see you again, see you again. We got millions of reasons to let it all go. Hope we're not too broken. I know I'm not always strong, and I've been counting days to get away, to see you again, see you again. Been fighting ways to get away, to see you again, see you again.
We lose ourselves in the spirit of things. We lose our sight when we put our trust in things of this material world, of things that fade away. Yet you keep coming back, 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 keep coming back. Keep coming back, keep coming back, keep coming back, keep coming back. Of things we know.
material world, where things that fade away, yet we keep coming back, 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 of things we know.
Fill me out with your smile. Now the sunshine brings the light. Fill me out with a flame. I will let you in this game. Take me out when I'm down. 'Cause with you I'm safe and sound. 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 I'm safe and
this season. That's some fighters.
take me out when I'm down. 'Cause with you I'm safe and sound. Safe and sound.
City fans in for a nervous second half. That to come next.
Don't leave.
Manchester City are leading Leicester City by 2-1 at half-time as things stand. Man City going up into third, 2 points ahead of Liverpool, who are away to West Ham tomorrow. Let's rejoin Andy Hinchcliffe and Rob Hawthorne.
Well, it wouldn't be Manchester City's way to take the easy route to success, would it? And they have made life a little more uncomfortable for themselves by conceding that goal to Shinji Okazaki. Something he's had to get used to this season. He has It's been a difficult acclimatisation to life in the Premier League, but they do need the win to hold off the coming threat of Arsenal. Still the outside threat of Manchester United, even though Jose Mourinho has written off their hopes of qualifying through the domestic route for the Champions League. But a win with 2 games left would make Manchester City's position look increasingly secure. Here's Wilfred Ndidi trying to set Jamie Vardy away, and Nicolas Otamendi fortunate with his slip, but the ball then carried out away from danger from Vardy.
Good cover initially from Otamendi, because Vincent Kompany gets caught underneath the ball, doesn't appreciate the run of Vardy. He should be so aware of that as centre half against Vardy, looking to get in between you and behind.
City played with 3 centre halves in the away game against Leicester. An experiment that was quickly abandoned as the game slipped rapidly away from them. It was only late in the game that they struck back with their 2 consolation goals. Fuchs' long throw there, dealt with, but only to Albrighton. It was a great strike that has given Leicester an opportunity in this match, the first game that Okazaki has scored for since Craig Shakespeare took over. Here's Gabriel Jesus. Gets away from Danny Simpson. Very quiet about the Etihad, whether that's nervousness or just the atmosphere of late season, I'm not sure.
That Okazaki goal, because City really was cruising at 2-0. If they'd gone in at 2-0 at half time, I think it would have been maybe a bit of a procession in the second half, but Leicester getting a goal back. The City fans are a bit nervous. It makes for a very open second half. Both sides are clearly going to go for the goals here. Make a big difference to how their season ends up.
Even before the Okazaki goal, the Leicester fans have been taunting the home supporters about this being like a library. Here's Fernandinho, Jesus. Schmeichel and the influence that Raheem Sterling had on him for that first goal, the big debating point of half-time, and whether Sterling's position really interfered with his thought process. There's Clichy. Now Kevin De Bruyne. David Silva. Hits in by Leroy Sané for Clichy. Given away by Sané just as he was trying to thread it through to David Silva. Here's Okazaki. Mahrez. The referee let it run quite a while then before bringing it back with a challenge on Okazaki.
Well, the referee tried his best, but once Mahrez took a heavy touch, he blew his whistle, did the right thing.
Steaming in above Ndidi, and here's Yaya Toure. Ndidi. Vardy trying to stretch back City defence. Clichy coming back at him. Oh, temporal Brighton, and a cleaner strike then, and Leicester could have been level.
City are all over the place defensively. Great pick from Vardy, great movement from Albrighton. Just the contact on the volley, not good enough.
Here's Fernandinho. Sané with the layoff. Here's De Bruyne. Chilwell blocking the intended ball for Raheem Sterling and making good progress. And he had to keep it. He realised that Vardy would have been offside, and Kompany for making the challenge on Chilwell gets the first yellow card of the day.
Really positive work from Chilwell. We passed 3 or 4 players, and Kompany simply couldn't let him go any further. There's an awful lot of contact. Well, little if any, just maybe knee on knee. Really good play from Chilwell. What a chance here. Jamie Vardy getting into space. Decent ball in. Intention's there, picking out Albrighton. Just knocks the ball down into the ground. He makes clean contact there. I think Caballero's got a problem.
Yellow card then for Vincent Kompany. Fuchs' free kick. Mark Albrighton. Here's Fuchs. Jesus. Oh, that gone out. Seemed to be a cruise when they got that second goal from the penalty spot, but this is a frustrating spell of the match for Pep Guardiola.
He's been disjointed throughout the second half, and that's credit to Leicester. They've got into City's faces. There's no comfortable possession. That's what City want. When you do have bags of the ball, that's when they start to open you up. But it's been a good start to the second half from Leicester.
Fuchs. Stretching Ben Chilwell. Here's Fernandinho. Otamendi. Clichy. David Silva. Toure. Sterling. Cross blocked by Albrighton, but with which part of the body? Sterling certainly asked the question. Albrighton winded anyway. Might have taken it in the face.
He's working very hard defensively. Albrighton helping out Chilwell. Sterling does really well to open up the space to get the cross in. Is it arm, is it face? But it's clearly in the face. Look at his position, defensive position, working hard to help out some of the wide players. Just really stand and watch their fullbacks and let them deal with it. Albrighton's back there, right place, right time.
Probably in the process of raising his arm to protect his face, but it didn't get there, and so the blood coming from the nose of Mark Albrighton now. Break for the City players while Albrighton is dealt with. Certainly, Pep Guardiola's got some decent backup options.
Of course, Jesus been out for quite a while with injury, working his way back to full fitness. You probably feel that Aguero will replace him at some point.
Here's Chilwell. Long angle ball from Schmeichel aimed at Jamie Vardy, whose header has taken him away from Fernandinho, and he gets the early ball in, but Leicester were lacking in numbers in there. Still a man like anyway, because Albrighton is off the field. Here's Fuchs. Albrighton is now back on. Otamendi. Benalouan getting in front of Gabriel Jesus. King. Fuchs is cool under pressure. Chilwell. Fuchs.
He's got to be able certainly 10 minutes of the second half that Pep Guardiola would have expected. Conceding, he wants his team to get on the ball and force the issue, get that all-important third goal. It hasn't happened.
The point would be good enough to take Manchester City above Liverpool. They're playing tomorrow at West Ham. Here's Vardy. Okazaki. Mahrez. Chilwell. He's lost out to Raheem Sterling, so he's relieved to hear the referee's whistle. Ball was rolling as Christian Fuchs took the free kick. Still Brighton for the retake. Short after the setup to Ben Chilwell. Slid through to Okazaki, decent move for Leicester this. Turned behind, turned away in the end by Yaya Toure.
Okazaki's causing so many problems arriving from deep. That's how he scored his goal, and he breaks forward there. Chilwell again, positive play, great little layoff, good movement from Okazaki. Leicester getting into a dangerous area.
All Brighton with a corner. Underneath it, they're looking for Caballero. He does get above Ndidi. Back in by Mahrez. Away by Fernandinho. Manchester City unable to break. Otamendi. This is a restart one. And then Yaya Toure finds David Silva. Left a bit short that for Jesus, and Wilfred Ndidi nips in but does give away the free kick.
Something of a forlorn figure, Jesus. Every time he's got on the ball, he's been clattered into. He's such a talented player. That is going to happen to him. He's going to be prepared for it.
Already some 14 years, Yaya Toure's junior. But hold back against his colleague with the quality of the ball to him then, and took the first half penalty off him too. Nicolas Otamendi. De Bruyne. Toure. Vichy. Here's Sané. Silva.
City just looking to force the issue here. Need to maybe take 3 or 4 extra passes, just a little bit more patient. And so they're jabbing that ball forward, asking a lot of Sané, and they give possession away fairly cheaply.
Jamie Vardy. Just that initial touch from Okazaki, saw that one break down. There's Toure. Kevin De Bruyne. Put out by Ndidi. More awkward in the second half of Manchester City than they might have expected. There's Leroy Sané to Toure. Time to bring on Sergio Aguero and maybe try and settle a few nerves. David Silva. Toure. De Bruyne. Brighton looking for Jamie Vardy. It's away though by Company to Clichy, and here's Yaya Toure. Fuchs to Chilwell. Still seeking that second half spark. Okazaki, who brought Leicester back to life. This is Simpson. The early ball to Riyad Mahrez, which didn't come off. Caballero keen to get City going early. So they have plenty of options, including Leroy Sané, if he can pull it back. Needing to pull it back further than that.
Oh, Sané's moving that quickly. He's got the time to have a look up and pull this ball back. Surely the City players helping Sané here. Surely one's got to go into the 6-yard box, one has got to step out. Both of the players, Sterling and Jesus, hang out towards the penalty spot. You've got to give him an option.
That was the point he was making. Two players in an area that he couldn't reach them. Here's Johan Benalouan. Clichy. Simpson's header. De Bruyne. Otamendi to Yaya Toure. Escapes Kevin De Bruyne, picked up by Albrighton for Chilwell. Defended round Company for Jamie Vardy. Free kick against Christian Fuchs. Close attention he's received.
But the great thing about him is always willing to offer himself up for a forward pass, and play through the middle, you are going to get clattered by centre half. It's just part and parcel of the job.
Here's Fernandinho. De Bruyne. Fernandinho trying to trick his way past Chilwell. And Toure gets there. Good block from King. Okazaki unable to enact an instant break. Stopped by De Bruyne, who in halting it has given away a free kick. The referee wants a word, either for the original offence or the complaint.
Trying to do is get a balance to their attacks. It's heavily weighted down that left-hand side. You can understand it with Sané. He's so dynamic, but so is Sterling. They're going to try and get that ball out to the right a little bit more.
Brighton down again, and once more it's a facial injury.
He's certainly been in the war, took a cross, pulling the face. The elbow. It's not a swinging elbow, it's a raised elbow by Fernandinho. Same as any malice in it, but very, very painful.
Back in the right eye there is Mark Albrighton, who's already been off the pitch once, having blood flow from the nose stemmed. Arsenal are among those hunting down Manchester City for a Champions League place, and they're in action later. You can see them live with us on Sky Sports 1 from 5 o'clock at Stoke. So Manchester City's final home game of the season is against West Brom here on Tuesday. That's live on Sky Sports 1 from 7:30. Man City finished their season at Watford. You can see the impact it's had on the eye. That's swelling there already from Mark Albrighton, who was particularly unhappy with what had happened to him there. For a boxer's face now.
Yeah, he's not saying it's a swinging elbow, but he's saying he's been closed down with a raised arm. This is really nasty. The arm comes up, left arm comes up, and that's what Albrighton is unhappy about. There's no need for that. He does have a point.
Given by Vardy back to Manchester City, as Albrighton, still unhappy, will be hoping to take out his grievance on Manchester City in terms of a goal. He's had Leicester's best chance already in this second half, which he didn't take. Here's Otamendi. Ndidi. Here's Toure. Off the ball is a problem with Andy King. And Leicester were obviously aware of that problem anyway, and had already been planning to bring on Daniel Amati. So King's day ends early. Looks like the City fans feel he was time wasting, but time isn't Leicester's to waste. Daniel Amati, who started the home victory against Manchester City back in December, is on now for the final quarter of the game. Here's Okazaki. Now Albrighton, with company having slipped. Still recovered well though. Sterling, pursued by Chilwell. He gets across the front of him to win the tackle, and here's Amati. Mahrez tackled by Nicolas Otamendi. Even with the disruptions, Manchester City unable to get their momentum back. Now Benelouan, De Bruyne. And it's Gabriel Jesus, who's got Sterling in the middle, and he can't furnish him with a cross. David Silva. Toure tries to place one.
Oh, Jesus does the unselfish thing here. It's a really good piece of defensive positioning from Christian Fuchs, just stopping that ball coming across goal.
Here's Mahrez. Held on to it for too long. Toure takes it away. Rush clearance from Caballero, which does find Kevin De Bruyne. Silva. Jesus. De Bruyne. Fernandinho. Here's Toure. possession on its way through.
The ball break saying indeed he should be doing a lot better. Should be taking the ball on De Bruyne. Fuchs does really well here. Gets across, doesn't commit himself. Just gets in the way as Jesus looks to play the square pass.
Helps on to Raheem Sterling, who could be in here. The angle was always against him, but he has won a corner.
Christian Fuchs doing a good job. I think Beneluane does a really good job here. Going to ground more than anything else. Sterling gets it out of his feet. The centre half just goes to ground, gives Sterling nothing to shoot at. Jesus once again gets a clattering. Sterling benefits. Beneluane does really well.
The clash was with Christian Fuchs, who got a yellow card. Mark Albrighton inevitably has asked the question of the referee that if that was worthy of a yellow card, why wasn't the offence on him worth a booking? That's double figures for the season in terms of yellow cards now. Christian Fuchs. And Jesus the player in the wars again.
I just wonder Guardiola possibly thinking about putting Aguero on. 20 minutes to play. He's got a goal, Jesus. He's took a few knocks. Is it worth leaving him out there?
Who's on 31 goals for the season. Jesus, who's got his 5th in 5 Premier League starts with that first half penalty. It's Leicester who look to be closer to making a change up front with Slimani about to come on. Inevitably will be Okazaki who's sacrificed. That seems the regular routine. But that change isn't going to take place, it would seem, before the corner, for which Jesus wants to come back on. No, it is going to take place, the Leicester change. Slimani on for Okazaki. Jesus asking the question as to why he can't come back on, but of course it's a completely different scenario, having been treated for an injury. De Bruyne's corner. And now Jesus can come back on. Quite sure what Pep Guardiola's got to complain about there. But he's complaining anyway, quite forcibly. Toure. David Silva. Clichy does have a go this time. Shied away from one in the first half.
But with Leicester making that change, bringing on Slimani gives them much more of a front two now. Vardy's got a partner. Slimani is more of a finisher. Okazaki certainly did his job. Brilliant goal playing that number 10 role. Much more of a front two, Vardy and Slimani.
Slimani's opportunities have been limited really since the turn of the year. Only one start since New Year's Eve. He's actually scored his last 2 starts for Leicester. The team's still within reach of the comeback. Fernandinho. Company. Toure. By Marty. Albrighton. Daniel Amati. There's Beneluane. Marty, Simpson, Benelwan trying to set Wilfred Ndidi away. Mendy's clean header clear. This is Mahrez. Oh, he's gone down in the area from Clichy's challenge. It is a penalty. And Clichy will be kicking himself for that.
That's with the Benelwan challenge. Defenders know when they've given penalties away. No complaints from Clichy, but it all stems from Otamendi. A really poor defensive header. Could have headed it out of play, kept it alive. Leicester regained possession. At the end of the first half, if Leicester can get Mahrez and Albrighton heavily involved in the game, things can change. That is a really poor challenge from Clichy. And the referee no choice.
Well, at the same end where Gabriel Jesus scored a penalty to give Manchester City a seemingly unassailable lead, Riyad Mahrez could strike to draw Leicester level. 5 of his 10 goals this season have been penalties, but he has missed this season against Swansea. Mahrez against Caballero. And Leicester have come back from 2-0 down. Or have they? Maybe it struck his standing foot. It looks that way from what the referee's indicating to him, that he got 2 touches on its way through and it won't count.
Well, he actually slips Mahrez as he addresses the ball. You see Caballero's reaction. He knows what's happened here. He slips as he approaches the ball. And there is 2 touches. That is a brilliant piece of refereeing to stop that.
Excellent stop from Bobby Matley. I remember seeing a penalty like that count in a League Cup final from Bolo Zenden once. But that's a really disappointing scenario for Craig Shakespeare, but the referee absolutely right.
You have to be really sharp to spot things like this. It was an incredible spot. Maybe the officials weren't taking as much notice as they were. You could have got away with that. Mahrez probably thinks he had. And Guardiola knows what's happened.
And now City are going to try and secure their position. Raheem Sterling is off, and Sergio Aguero is on. So Jesus stays on, and Aguero 5 years to the day after that remarkable late goal that against Queen's Park Rangers gave them their first Premier League title is on.
Yeah, if you're going to put Jesus and Aguero in the same team, this is what's going to have to happen. Jesus is playing out on that left-hand side, Sané on the right, Aguero through the middle.
Unusual scenario that with Riyad Mahrez. The one that he's got no cause for complaint about. Fernandinho. Well, that has got history in it. Albrighton and Fernandinho. I think that goes back to the swelling on Albrighton's eye.
It's all about payback and opportunity to leave something on an opponent who's left something on you. He knows he's not going to get to the ball here. Albrighton just goes straight through his man.
Mark Albrighton, just straight after the yellow card, he's replaced by Damari Gray. 10 minutes left. Leicester have had their chances in this second half. Albrighton spurned one of them, though the big one that's got away is the 2-touch penalty from Riyad Mahrez. It's still a game where the outcome is in doubt. Silva pursuing Amati, run back for Sané. De Bruyne looking to get in here. Chilwell gets across the front of him, and the free kick is given.
Looks like Chilwell makes the very most of this. There's enough contact on him to send him to the ground. Well, there isn't. He throws himself, the referee falls for it.
There's been another coming together between De Bruyne and Chilwell, from which Chilwell has got another free kick. Chilwell. Applied to the swelling on the eye now of Mark Albrighton, just as Manchester City preparing to make another change. Pablo Zabaleta, another survivor of that memorable day against Queen's Park Rangers 5 years ago. He's going to come on for Kevin De Bruyne. Zabaleta, another one of those like Clichy, like Yaya Toure, whose future is in doubt with his contract up this summer. Pep Guardiola says decisions have already been taken, but will not be announced until the final game has been played. Here's Fernandinho, Jesus, Sergio Aguero. Aguero trying to dance his way through, stopped in the end by Ben Chilwell.
He's got such a low centre of gravity, the way he can manipulate that ball past defenders is quite extraordinary. We saw it with the famous goal he scored against Queen's Park Rangers. Ben Luan has no idea where he is.
Corner. Back in again from Silva, and Company scored a stunning goal last week. Trying to find a more routine one then.
There's a lot of pace on the ball. He's just trying to glance this goalwards. He's just trying to get over this. A bit more power in it than he actually needs.
Here's Simpson. Zabaleta. Looks up against Fernandinho, forced to retreat. Aguero, who then delays the taking of the kick. Really, that should be an automatic booking for Sergio Aguero, and it is going to be a yellow card. Toure. Clichy. Jesus applying the squeeze. Mahrez. Here by Clichy. Marty. Riyad Mahrez sliding it through for Simpson. Body!
It's a very difficult chance for Jamie Vardy. He's well past the near post, trying to flick this goalwards. For England against Germany, difficult chance. The ball has really fizzed at him as well. Token gesture from Jesus. Some ball in from Simpson. Difficult chance for Vardy.
A great piece of improvisation from Jamie Vardy. Retaken. Aguero. There's Zabaleta. Here's Otamendi. Silva. There's Fernandinho. Fernandinho's been everywhere today. He's on a free kick for that challenge on him. We're nearing full time, Andy. So what are your thoughts in terms of today's man of the match?
It's not been a scintillating performance from City. The birthday boy Yaya Toure has been very effective, sitting a bit deeper, with a real influence, controlled the game pretty well, has allowed then Silva and De Bruyne to get forward as much as possible. Just hope he gets a cake this year.
You're baking it, having named him man of the match.
You could be waiting a while then.
Sana. Slimani. Gets the throw in. Vardy, nice touch. Is Gray. Danny Simpson. Vardy's got Slimani in the middle. Corner given. And the feeling it came off Vardy last.
It's you, I just wonder where this ball did coming off Jamie Vardy. Good fortune possibly for Leicester.
Rise, who has bad fortune with the penalty, is going to take this corner kick. And it's Company who rises to just ease the pressure for Manchester City, who are close to a necessary victory. Will be a nervous wait to see out that success. Chilwell's ball in, cleared by Yaya Toure, laid off by Ndidi for Daniel Amati. Mahrez has to try and escape Jesus to deliver with a cross. It's Silva who gets across. And Leicester still giving it a real go until Amati puts it out. Significant couple of hold-ups, in particular for Mark Albrighton. And they may not be as close to the victory as Pep Guardiola possibly thinks. Otamendi away, straight to Wilfred Ndidi. Otamendi, after the header that had put his team under pressure, had to put his body on the line. Amati, and by Clichy to Yaya Toure. Couldn't keep it in. And there will be 7 added minutes, so it is going to be a nervous finale here for the home fans.
Otamendi's gone down as well. All the fans are screaming out Otamendi to leave that forward ball from Schmeichel. No communication to him out on the field.
With not one but 2 Manchester City players down, there'll be more time added on.
It's a really poor defensive header. Redeems himself, is really brave, throws himself in a line of fire and gets a knee to the face.
Well, he's down, and so too is Gabriel Jesus as well. Gael Clichy was relieved at the Mahrez mishap.
There's a really poor challenge here from Gael Clichy. question marks about whether it is a penalty or not. The way he actually falls and how far into the penalty area he falls probably makes the referee's mind up. It is a debatable one. Maybe justice was done when he slips, takes 2 touches, all ends up in the back of the net but doesn't count.
The arrow straight away. It's the referee. And he'll wipe the smile off Riyad Mahrez for action, just in case. To defend the long Fuchs throw without him, and Benelawan gets to it and looks for Slimani. It's company away, and in the end Zabaleta gets it away. Otamendi is now back on. Sané with that misplaced clearance from Kasper Schmeichel, which has put him under real pressure. He's got back there now as Aguero finds David Silva, and then they weren't quite on the same wavelength for the return.
So many times in the second half, that final pass from City has been really poor, which is not like them at all.
Benelawan has stayed forward here as Leicester chase the equaliser. Slimani's got Vardy in the box and Mahrez and Gray as well, but he couldn't pick any of them out. Yaya Toure. Mahrez chasing him. He finds Gabriel Jesus. Now Aguero takes over. Another hold-up, and with this substitution we're probably looking at about 10 minutes of stoppage time now. This latest change will see Jesus come off to be replaced by Jesus Navas, who in recent times has made himself useful as a right back for Manchester City. Jesus has got his goal today from the penalty spot. Navas, who hasn't scored in his last 101 Premier League games.
There's another switch for Sané as well, go from right to left, so he's been backwards and forwards, play down both flanks.
Right in front of Pablo Zabaleta. Here is Sané. Goal kick. Mahrez. Ndidi. Chilwell. Marty Gray playing for the corner. The referee looking for help from an assistant. He was a long way from that, and in the end the verdict is goal kick.
We'll certainly be thankful for that, just running the clock down now. They've been very nervous in the second half, but credit Craig Shakespeare and Leicester, they've taken the game to City. Look at that slip from Mahrez. He's taking a point away, but with a few more minutes left to play, the team in the ascendancy.
Just a reminder that even though the clock is showing 7 minutes of stoppage time, it's likely to be about 9 or 10 because of the hold-up with Otamendi's injury and the further substitution in this period of stoppage time. Marty. Gray. Long one from Christian Fuchs out towards Mahrez. Clear. Fuchs unable to keep it in. Been a hard-fought one for Pep Guardiola's side. There's 2 games left, West Brom to come, Watford away. Try and secure their place in the Champions League again next season. pulled back then by Chilwell, but he's not getting much sympathy. Kevin Lewan seems to fancy his chances of scoring a goal, but they've taken the throw in short, and it's flung in there towards Ndidi. Caballero flattered it somewhat, but he was impeded in the referee's view, and he's getting a blow to the ribs. At least he was pointed to Caballero coming off his line. The defenders couldn't deal with it. There's too much flight on the ball. Had to be brave. The firmest punch you've ever seen. Certainly gets caught by Ndidi. The referee right to blow. Kick from Willie Caballero. There's Mahrez. Disbelieving with the award of the free kick, Pep Guardiola, but a yellow card for Silva. It could be another shield your eyes moment for City fans, because he should have gone forward for this, but Kasper Schmeichel, whose father was a goal-scoring goalkeeper, can he follow the family tradition here against his old club? It's all down to the delivery of Mahrez. And Caballero relieved to get hands to that. Chilwell trying to keep the pressure up. Damari Gray looking for a way through, and with the goal unguarded, can City break? Company looks for Navas, who was being directed towards the corner by Guardiola, but seems to be a little more ambitious than that. Schmeichel has got back now. Chilwell has lost out to Sané, and he's not getting the free kick. Aguero's free if he sees him, but he's gone alone instead. And as the ball breaks back, Aguero will be furious there that he wasn't picked out, especially if Leicester make them pay. Mahrez. There is the full-time whistle. Manchester City have got the victory that